mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I'm not joking. I'm not kidding around. Are you listening? All right, I'm going to give you one more minute to go out and go to 4chan, 8chan, and 16chan, and shove it up your ass, Chan, and wherever else, to let everybody know that this is a goddamn call to action. I'm calling on all trolls. I'm calling on all freaking hackers. I'm calling on whatever. You want something? You want to troll something? All right, I'll give you something to troll. Because I know that once I say this, I know that I may take a lot of heat for it, but you know what? I don't give a crap. So, folks, go ahead and spread it around like wildfire, folks, because I'm telling you this right now. It is time to unite. And look, it's time to unite and do some real digital damage. Now, before I get into this whole tirade about what I'm discussing here today about trolls and hackers uniting, I first want to say cheers to any man, woman, tranny, whatever, who is willing to stand up for America, because let me tell you something right now, we are at the almost end if we allow these idiots to agitate the kind of violence that they are attempting to agitate at this point in time in American history. They are trying to justify taking away our rights. They are trying to justify putting us into a police state because, folks, it's not the police that's the problem. You know why they're trying to emphasize these shootings as it relates to police, even though less than 1,000 people die at the hands of the police each year nationwide, is because they want to federalize your police force. All right, this has a lot to do with the United Nations and the Strong Cities Initiative that you need to read up on, because you folks, if you don't know what's going on, ignorance doesn't mean you're absolved, even though it means that for Hillary Rotten, but it doesn't mean that for you, because laws are for little people, all right? Laws are for little people. So anyway, I want to say cheers to each and every one of the true patriots of America that are going to take a stand in whatever capacity, in a nonviolent capacity. But let me tell you something right now. We need more men. We need even women, people with balls, people that aren't afraid, for Christ's sake, people that understand how to conquer their fear. And this is what I'm talking about. So cheers to everybody out there in America and throughout the world that are capitalist and that are patriotic and that believe in freedom and that believe in economic, political, and social freedom. Cheers. Now, folks, trolls. So hold on. Let me say it a little bit more formal. Trolls, hackers of the internets. I know that it is lousy to go out and to troll and do the tactics of trolling and hacking for one's own self-gratification. I understand the internal giddiness and the adventure within the pit of your stomach when you conduct yourself in a successful troll, especially if by some chance you make local media, make national media, international media, any kind of media. I mean, that's the whole point, isn't it? But now you need to put your skills into a new dimension, into a dimension in which you become soldiers of the internet. I don't even want to call you soldiers, because there ain't no leader on the internet. We just have to understand that our common objective, and I'm talking about every troll, every hacker that's listening to me, is making sure that everybody who highlights violence, everybody who highlights the idea of conducting violence on people, on individuals, whatever, it is time for us to troll and hack the hell out of each and every one of these individuals, organizations, or whatever the case might be. I am calling on a summer of digital chaos, all right? And what I am asking all the trolls and all the hackers to do is if you're going to conduct your troll and you're going to conduct your hack, you better make sure that if it makes any kind of national recognition, international recognition, that you highlight something that the American people or the public in general will be enlightened to, instead of putting ridiculousness that most hackers usually do, like stupid little GIFs and saying dumb, stupid crap. And look, I know there's idiots that are probably saying, oh, I'm not your personal army. Hey, fine, sit there in your goddamn mother's basement until wild Jehudis, Black Lives Matter, Black Panthers, freaking La Raza Unida start coming up in your goddamn place and raiding your joint, for Christ's sake, you stupid moron. I mean, if it hadn't have been for the Dallas police acting in calm under pressure, you know how easy that would have been if there was a better coordinated effort of more individuals that were just as armed and just as sophisticated as it relates to hand-to-hand combat. I mean, they could have legitimately taken over part of the city. I mean, do you understand this? And if they take over part of the city, what are you going to do about it? Huh? You're just going to sit over here and, wax your carrot to hentai and all this other garbage? No. You're going to be a victim. Fine. Hey, you want to be, that's your world, that's fine. Then I'm not talking to you. I mean, look at how George Soros has Media Matters, Black Lives Matter, and all these organizations working in conjunction so that what we are witnessing before our eyes is the reality of today. That's why you have countless people on the internet, on Facebook, on Twitter, calling for Trump's assassination, calling for the death of all kinds of people. And yet Twitter and Facebook, they don't ever bring these people down. They don't ever, censor these folks. But once you start, saying that you're going to have a ham sandwich in Ramadan or some kind of garbage like that, watch Mark Zuckerberg take your ass down and take your ass off his stupid little pissing ground social media site. And that's the problem there, trolls and hackers. I thought many of you were all about free speech and freedom. I mean, folks, once they take control of America through totalitarian tactics, what makes you think that they're going to keep the internet free? What makes you think they're going to keep the internet free? I mean, they're already trying to go for it now, you idiot. The FCC now has authority under U.S. law over the internet, you stupid moron. They're just waiting so that the United States government as a whole can implement totalitarian tactics on our physical person, so that once they have us in control in our physical person, they can just go ahead and regulate the internet. And folks, I've read what people have said, what the future of the internet looks like. It's just going to be us either going to whoever's dominating right now, and it looks like we're either going to be just shopping at Amazon.com, going either through Google or Facebook, and the internet. That's what the internet is going to be. It's not going to be, hey, look, I'm going to go on this independent website. Hey, I'm going to go try that. No, that's not what it's going to be like anymore. And you're already seeing, you are already seeing the censorship on each and every one of these social media sites, folks. So look, I know that there's going to be critics in the troll community and the hacker community. Well, not hackers are a little bit more sophisticated than trolls. No offense, trolls, but they just go out to make people's lives miserable. Well, what more perfect of individuals to make people's lives miserable than Black Lives Matter violent assholes? I mean, I don't get it. What better group of people than those that are agitating violence? Well, I don't understand. I mean, it's not even about personal army. I'm just making a suggestion that those that are trolling, that, this is Friday. I know that many of you freaking trolls are sitting there probably waxing your carrot. And, why don't you make someone's life miserable that deserves it? Somebody who thinks that there's some sort of big badass black militant when they're nothing more than some imbecile being led around by the nose by somebody who's been funded like D-Ray by, these nefarious organizations or George Soros, for Christ's sake, man. You understand what I'm saying? Anyway, folks, I am calling on every troll, every hacker that has the time to do so. I mean, we need to stop this violence ourselves, folks. We need to start causing some digital chaos. And let me tell you, the capitalist army is already well ahead of that. So I'm calling on every troll and hacker. You want a person to troll? You want a person to hack, for Christ's sake? How about these violent Black Lives Matter ass cracks, man? These Black Panther Party pricks. The La Raza Unida. These communists. These leftists, for Christ's sake, that are trying to destroy this country, that want to give sole totalitarian authority to the damn government, you stupid, ungrateful pricks. I mean, aren't some of you trolls and some of you goddamn hackers are angry, for Christ's sake? They're going to regulate everything. They're going to regulate everything. They're trying to take away our freedom. Wake up, you stupid, ungrateful, pizza pocket eating. You Pop-Tart eating pricks, wake up. Wake up and rise up. It's time for a summer of digital chaos. A time for a summer of digital chaos. I'm not joking.